What if I told you the banana you ate this morning, that seemingly innocent and delicious fruit, is radioactive? It might sound alarming, but hold that thought. Yeah, it sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie, a lab experiment gone wrong, or some kind of bizarre mutation. But believe it or not, it's science fact. Pure, unadulterated, slightly mind-bending science fact. And the twist? The real kicker? So are you. Yes, you heard that right. We're all a little bit radioactive. Stick around because we're about to peel back the truth, layer by layer, and explore this fascinating phenomenon. Let's start with the obvious, the question that's probably buzzing in your brain right now. Are bananas actually radioactive? Is this some kind of elaborate prank? Yes, bananas are indeed radioactive. But don't panic. This isn't going to turn you into the Hulk, give you superpowers, or require you to start wearing a lead suit. Not in the turn you into the Hulk kind of way. Bananas are naturally packed with potassium, an essential mineral for our bodies. And one particular form of potassium, potassium-40, is a radioactive isotope, meaning it's slightly radioactive. It's all perfectly natural. So how radioactive are we talking? One banana gives off about 0.1 microsieverts of radiation. To put that into perspective, that's basically nothing. It's an incredibly tiny amount. You'd need to eat around 10 million bananas at once, all in one sitting, to feel any real noticeable effects from the radiation. And by that point, let's be honest, you have far bigger problems than radiation exposure, like a serious banana-induced stomachache. It gets even better, believe it or not. Scientists, with their quirky sense of humor, actually invented a joke unit specifically for this purpose. It's called the banana equivalent dose, or BED for short. The banana equivalent dose is used to compare other, more significant forms of radiation to the minuscule amount you get from eating our yellow friend, the banana. It's a fun way to put things in perspective. Let's look at some examples to get a better understanding. Flying from New York to Los Angeles? That exposes you to roughly the same amount of radiation as eating 400 bananas. Getting a dental x-ray to check for cavities? That's about 1,000 bananas. Living near granite countertops or other granite surfaces? You're getting the equivalent of a few bananas worth of radiation every single day. So instead of using technical terms like microsieverts, scientists can just casually say, that's about 800 bananas. Science humor is wild, isn't it? Yep. Here comes plot twist number 2. You are also radioactive. Like right now, as you're watching this, you're constantly giving off low-level radiation simply by existing. It's a natural part of being alive. Your body naturally contains potassium-40, just like bananas, and also carbon-14. These elements make you your own little radiation factory, constantly emitting a small amount of radiation. On average, a person emits about 4,000 bananas worth of radiation every year. But again, it's absolutely nothing to be worried about. It's not dangerous in the slightest. It's just you being your weird, wonderful, biological self. And radiation isn't just lurking in bananas and inside of you. It's literally everywhere around us. Outer space constantly showers us with cosmic rays, a form of radiation that bombards our planet. Your very own house might be releasing radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas, from the ground beneath it. Believe it or not, even Brazil nuts and kidney beans have naturally higher levels of radiation than bananas. But the key takeaway here is that none of this naturally occurring radiation is inherently harmful. The potential danger depends entirely on the dose and the specific type of radiation involved. So, where do bananas fit into all of this? Well, they're like the chill yoga instructor of the radiation world, a gentle, harmless presence. So, if we're constantly surrounded by radiation, and even emitting it ourselves, why don't we just melt into a puddle of goo? The answer is simple. Because nature is incredibly smart and resilient. Your body has sophisticated DNA repair systems constantly working to handle normal, everyday exposure to radiation. And potassium-40, the radioactive element in bananas and in you, it's been around for billions of years since the very beginning of our planet. We evolved alongside it, adapting to its presence. You were born glowing, in a perfectly good and natural way. That's why the word radioactive doesn't always have to conjure up images of danger and destruction. Sometimes, in fact most of the time, it simply means natural. So here's the bottom line, the key takeaways from our little radioactive adventure. Bananas are indeed radioactive, and so are you. But it's all perfectly chill, just a normal part of being alive and existing on this wild, wonderful, and yes, radioactive planet we call home. So next time someone throws around the word radioactive with a hint of fear or concern, you can confidently say, "Don't worry, I've already had my daily dose with breakfast." Your body contains potassium 42 and carbon 14, which makes you your own little radiation factory. So here's the bottom line. Bananas are radioactive. So are you. But it's all chill, just part of being on this wild radioactive planet. So next time someone says radioactive, you can say, "I've already had my daily dose with breakfast."